It's 100% true that if you click like and subscribe to this channel, your sales will dramatically increase the very next day. So there's that. Also, I told you very early in a very early video to offer free returns. Always offer 100% free returns, no questions asked. When you do that, you're telling buyers that you will take all the risk on the sale. You're telling potential buyers you believe in what you're telling them. You can trust me because the weight of the world of this sale is on my shoulders. If you don't like it, if you want to return it, you return it. I gave you lots of reasons in that video, somewhere up there, as to why you should always offer free returns. I still see members in our group will ask me something about their account. I'll take a look, and they still don't do free returns. I don't understand it. Greg, what do you do? I offer free returns. How long do you offer the returns? 7 days, 14 days? No, 60 days. I explained clearly why your sales will increase when it comes to offering free returns. I don't know why you don't do it. But there are other reasons, not just because you're going to get more sales when you offer free returns. Will anyone take advantage of you on free returns? Yeah, maybe so. Does that stop Walmart, Amazon? Does that stop every major company on earth from offering free returns? No, because they know the benefits. They're smarter than we are. We should see what they do and do it. eBay, there are other advantages to offering returns that you as a seller, you haven't even considered yet. I promise you haven't considered. Hopefully, those of you that don't offer free returns will, in just a few minutes, whenever I show you why you really need to be doing this. First of all, if you don't offer returns, I would say definitely bare minimum 30-day returns, but I sure think you ought to do 60-day returns. I think that you will find that you will become a top-rated seller much faster because eBay doesn't allow top-rated sellers who don't offer returns. Now, eBay does not require you to offer free returns. They just require that you offer returns. I've shown you why eBay, Amazon, Walmart, every major company on earth wants you to offer free returns. I've already shown that in that video I showed you earlier. You need to go watch that right now. Well, in just a few minutes, but I'm going to convince you even further. You can have top-rated seller if you offer returns. What does that get you? It gets you 10% off your selling fees. If you're the type of person who's worried my return rate's going to go up if I start offering returns, well, no, your return rate's going to go up if you start getting sloppy on your pictures, if you don't describe your condition properly, if you ship something and it breaks along the way because you didn't ship it properly. You're going to get a lot of returns if you are a bad seller. I want you to be an ultra advanced eBay seller. That's why you're watching this channel. This channel has amazing power behind it. 25 years of reselling experience, and I know a lot of amazing tips when it comes to reselling. I've already shown you a lot. I haven't shown you them all. That's why I'm still making videos. This is to be the final nail in your I'll never offer returns coffin. This should be the final nail for you to kill off that lie you're telling yourself. You can get top-rated seller if you offer returns and only if you offer returns. Top-rated seller takes 10% off your selling fees on everything that you sell on eBay that has returns. You can be a top-rated seller and ship some industrial item by freight, and you don't want to offer free returns on that one item. eBay says you can still keep your top-rated seller status. We just will not put this all-important badge here, eBay top-rated seller, on that listing, and you don't get 10% discount on those fees. So you can pick and choose certain listings not to offer returns on because of whatever reason. Maybe it's definitely for parts only, although you still can get a return. I've shown you why, even if you offer 0 returns, buyers can still return and make you pay for it. It's all in that previous video. But if you get top-rated status, meaning you offer returns of 30 days, hopefully 60 days, you get 10% off your selling fees. What if the fact you offer free returns once in a while, and I would say, depending on how much you sell, maybe 2 or 3 times more a year returns you'll get? Do you know that return shipping you have to pay for those 2 or 3 items is so much less than this 10% reduction of seller fees over that whole year? You're not thinking clearly. If you think offering returns cost you money, you're not thinking clearly. You should offer free returns, 60-day returns. I've shown you why. Here is yet another example, and I'm going to show you one more before this video is over. This is why you make more money if you offer free returns, even if you get a couple of more returns. How many returns do I get a year? Not very many, like 5, something like 6. Something like that. I probably sell a lot more than you do over 2 accounts. But I describe everything. I do everything I tell you to do here on this channel. I practice what I preach. I've told you the importance of, say, item specifics. How many listings do I not really work on item specifics exactly the way I showed you in the 6 how to list the ultra advanced way videos? How many of my, 2,000 listings over my accounts do I not do everything when it comes to item specifics? The answer is 0. I do all item specifics exactly the way I tell you to. You need to be doing that. I do all free returns. No matter what, I do all free returns because I know how much more money I'm making. You can't have top-rated seller status on any item that you don't offer a return on. So you need to get over that so you can make a lot more money. The final reason to offer returns, even if it just goes against everything in your crawl, even if you think Amazon, Walmart, every major company on earth, they're all foolish to give free returns to their buyers. They're not foolish, but even if you think that, there's one more great reason on eBay to offer returns. You don't have to offer free returns, but if you don't, I've shown you the penalties you're going to get. You're going to get some INAD, item not as described, complaints from buyers when you really did describe it properly, and they're doing that just to get a free return. You need to offer free returns so your buyer doesn't lie about why they just didn't want the item. That's all covered in that video I pointed to at least twice. Here is the final reason. If you are a top-rated seller on all items you sell, you have the top-rated seller badge on, not only do you get a 10% discount on your fees, but your buyer cannot leave negative feedback or neutral feedback for 7 days after they receive the item. That's pretty amazing. Thank you, eBay. What eBay wants that buyer to do who's all ready to give you negative feedback because they didn't like something or they just don't like the item and they're trying to, I don't know why they're giving you negative feedback. Maybe you messed up. eBay's trying to get that buyer to contact the seller and, hey, let's work the whole thing out. That would make a good song. Let's work the whole thing out. Note to self, hire Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers to record Let's Work the Whole Thing Out. I'll make a fortune. Do you want your buyers who aren't real happy the moment they open their package to have a 7-day cooling off period, hopefully to contact you and tell you, I don't like what just happened. I need to work this out because they couldn't vent their frustration with a negative feedback? Don't you want that? Don't you want all buyers who are unhappy with your item, whether it's your fault or not, to have to wait 7 days? If you're a top-rated seller, they have to wait 7 days, even to give you neutral feedback. Only if they want to give you positive feedback can they immediately give you feedback if you're a top-rated seller and if the item that they bought had the top-rated badge because you offered 30 days or 60-day returns on that item. To offer returns on everything, and again, remember, it should be free returns, but the final reason to offer returns on everything that you sell is you'll have fewer negative and neutral feedbacks on your account, and that's always a good thing.